The Halo Dash Stuffs tutorial on how to make a scenery file, tags, and all that stuff. We want to first select box, then we want to drag it out, make our box. Then we want to right click it, click Editable Mesh, Polygons, select the whole thing, change Tessellate to 0, and then click Tessellate twice. Then you want to select all the corners, so just select those, and then we want to bevel or extrude it up about that high. Then we want to bevel it up just a little bit, and then we want to make it fancy. Now what we want to do is we want to select all these faces right here. Okay. All these faces. Make sure ignore back facing is on. Okay. Select all those faces in. Then we want to extrude that in. So Master Chief can like walk in there. I'm looking at the top frame to make it just right. And once that's done, we want to make a ramp so we can get on top of there. So we want to select these faces on this side. Sometimes that logs up, so you want to click that. And then you want to select all the faces on the opposite side. You want to extrude that out through here, like that, about that much. Now what we want to do is we want to make that a ramp. So what we have to do is select the top face, make sure ignore back facing is unchecked, and then we have to bring this down to that one. And then we have to select all those, change the selected on under weld to 1, and then click selected once, and then bring that one down to the next face, and do the same thing, and then etc., etc. And you want to drag that out as far so Master Chief can get on it. If you want, you can do it on this side, but since this is a tutorial and I'm kind of lazy, I'm not going to really do it. So we're going to go straight to texturing. Okay, now what you want to do is select all the faces, and then you want to set the ID to an ID of 1. Then you want to clear all smoothing groups. Now you choose a texture you want to use. So first go to multi-subject object, discard old material, set number to 1, name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it base. Select your material. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm going to select example tutorial metal. And then I'm going to click the go to parent. Select all that and paste on there. And then I want to click show map and view part. You know, the little checker box cube looking thing. Okay, and then you want to click go to parent again. And then we want to select this whole thing and bring it down here. Or you can just click that one. Sign. Yeah. Now, what we want to do is we need to add the frame. Or maybe I think we should add the Master Chief reference model. So go to Halo Custom Edition folder, go to Data, Levels, Test, Tutorial, Models, Tutorial, and then click Master Chief, and then you bring Master Chief over to your model, and you check how tall you want your model to be. I'm probably going to want it a little bit taller since this is a base, so about that tall. And then you select Master Chief and put him against that, turn it, okay, and then you kind of have to imagine here, but you see, you gotta see if he can go up in that ramp. Okay, now I think he can get up on that ramp. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. And so now it's time for adding the frame and then exporting. So add the frame. Name it frame. It's better if it's smaller than level. I don't know why. Someone just told me that. Okay, now we want to select and link, that little tab right there. Then we want to click this, the mouse with the lines and stuff. I want to select frame, and that. You can also select and drag like that. That works too, but I like my way better. Now we're going to export it. So you click File, Export, go into okay, you gotta first in data, go in data, and then you first want to make a scenery folder, unless you already have one, and then you want to make a new folder called base, and you want to make two new folders called models and physics. In models you want to save it as base.jms. And under physics, we want to save it as, I guess, base collision. Okay. Exit out of 3ds Max. I'm going to save it. It's always recommended to save it just in case you messed up. Okay. Now you want to go into Tool, type in Tool, Model, Scenery, / Base, and click Enter. It's just going to read the base.jms file, and it's going to make a gearbox model. I'm going to speed this up for you, so I'm going to pause this. Okay, and we're back. Now, what we want to do, oh, yeah, it's going to say detail level, worst case, verticals, and they should all be the same unless you change something there. Okay, now we want to type in Tool, Collision, Geometry. Sometimes I spell this wrong, so bear with me. And type in Scenery, and then Base. Yeah, I typed it in wrong. So it's like right up here how to spell it. You want to type in Tool, Collision, Geometry. Gotta make sure I spell it right this time. And then Scenery. And then the base. And hit Enter. I did something wrong. Okay, Tool, Collision. I'm gonna pause this again, and I'll tell you when I'm done. I'll tell you if I had an error or something like that. Okay, and we're back. And what it should have done was, and yes, I did spell it wrong. It should have built the collision model. This error, I guess, could be bad. We're gonna find out. But since it created it, this is just the tutorial. I'm just gonna try it. So Yeah. Now we want to exit out of tool, go into Gorilla, click new, and then go down to scenery. Now, this is the good part. For bounding radius, you do have to have a bounding radius or you'll go right through it. You'll just, yeah. I'm going to put mine to about 10. We're going to find out if that works. Now for model, we just go to the scenery, base GBX model, and then we want to go to animation. I don't know, we don't have an animation. We want to go to collision model, go into scenery. I lost scenery. Okay. Then we go into base, and then we click the model collision geometry. I'm just going to put this to 1. I'm not sure what it really does. Okay, we're going to find out. Okay, and we're going to save that as whatever you want, but I'm going to save it as the same thing as I named it, the model. Okay, so scenery, base, and save it as base. Now, the only thing really left to do is open up Sapien. My Sapien takes forever. It's like almost impossible. So, I'm going to pause this, and when I'm back, I'll unpause it. So, yeah. I better do that. Okay, welcome back. This is just the tutorial map. I kind of screwed up this. I pressed that, and it won't go away, so bear with me. Okay, now we want to go in the hierarchy view. We want to go into missions, objects, scenery, and then we want to edit types, add, and we want to go to the base and base scenery. Sometimes my texture doesn't work, so yeah, I'm not the best at this, but okay. Now we want to go to the properties palette, and we want to click base, and we want to put it, and there it is. And everything's okay. The model looks great. Get in it from right there. It's a great model. Great scenery. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and I hope I see you again for any more tutorials I make.